Hey there, friends and followers. So if you've caught any of my previous videos, you know the boom that the Ocala area has experienced over the last couple of years. But one aspect that is really exciting is the changes coming to the downtown area. What changes, you ask? Stay with us to find out. So yes, as always, welcome back. With several impressive accolades obtained last year, like for example, one of the top cities to start a small business and being ranked in the top 4 hottest housing markets in the nation, it's no surprise that the Ocala area is providing more diversity in its options. Since initially being settled in 1849 and incorporated in 1869, the Downtown Ocala Square has been the heartbeat for the city, and to this day serves as a popular destination for all sorts of activities and gatherings for people who have either made Ocala their home or are simply passing through. Over the last couple of years, the downtown area has given birth to various establishments that have helped progress the city forward both contemporarily and culturally, and you can rest assured that with some of the changes currently in the works, it's only going to allow the area to keep thriving. Let's take a look at some of the things impacting the downtown area. First up, we see the revitalization of Goldman Block, which looks to house the Mellow Mushroom, a second location for the already established Shuck and Shack, a new burger and shake joint, a rooftop bar, and various other small shops. Originally housing numerous local businesses throughout time like Ocala Commercial and Bazaar Company, Boney and Sutherland cigar manufacturers, and in later years Blockers Furniture and Brothers Keeper, the building that once stood has been completely replicated after structural issues thwarted plans to jumpstart a project of this degree in years prior. Next up, we see the District Bar and Kitchen. Situated on Southwest Broadway and 1st Avenue, and much like our last highlight, was forced to be demolished after more than 100 years of standing in early 2022. What many locals remember as Pie on Broadway, which offered great craft beer options, stone-fired pizzas, and live rooftop entertainment, District Bar and Kitchen looks to offer a similar vibe and setting, but with a whole new luster. After a couple different successful rescue efforts to keep Pie in business in earlier years, the establishment always stood out as a one-of-a-kind vibe with its defined ambience via the rooftop setting. District looks to provide patrons with a full-service, elevated sports bar and food concept with live music and entertainment following dinner services, as quoted by the Ocala News. Next, and just down the road from there, a great existing staple of the area we see making a transition downtown is none other than the Gathering Cafe. Focusing on simple, fresh-made food items and great coffee selections, this already loved establishment will actually be merging with Sweet Peas Bakery and will provide pastries, sweets, and breads, all compliments of the pastry chef who has spent time in Italy before ultimately relocating to the Ocala area. So while great establishments like these will be warmly welcomed, a demand for living space in close proximity to the greater downtown area has increased over time as well. While there has been talks of mixed-use buildings combining commercial sustainability options below with residential units on top, options have yet to come to fruition. But there are 2 different housing options up and coming. First of which we see the Wautulla South Townhomes. As part of a downtown urban redevelopment and situated right across from City Hall, acting as a buffer between the commercial and the historic districts, these townhome units look to provide 7 different units with modern design, 3 stories, and even a neighborhood courtyard for future occupants to enjoy. With 2 proposed floor plans in place, these homes will feature 3 beds with 3.5 baths, a 2-car garage, covered patio area, and sit right at around 2,200 to 2,300 square foot of living space. Furthermore, if shelter is what you're seeking but you're not yet in a position to buy, well then rest easy as the Lamplighter Legacy Apartments look to give individuals that as an option. Located at Southeast 3rd Avenue and Southeast 8th Street, just a few blocks back from the downtown square area, these apartments look to incorporate 102 units along with an internal parking lot. Offering 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments, the proposed price tag on this project sits right at around $20 million, as there will be a partnering between the city and the developer to aid in the installation of underground utilities and communications, and sidewalks and landscaping to go along with the Lamplighter Apartments. So you may be thinking, well, these additions are great, but what is that going to do with the traffic and parking downtown? Well, as much of a relief came with the addition of the current parking garage that sits at Broadway and Osceola Avenue, the city is looking to implement a second parking garage in the southwest downtown quadrant. Aiming for a location only about 5 streets away from the current garage, the proposed second location would replace the Mount Moriah Baptist Church off of Southwest 3rd Avenue. The church, having been established in the area for more than 150 years, would be honored as the location would be commemorated as a historical site. As hectic as the square and the surrounding blocks can already get, not to mention the addition of the previous items that I've went over, additional parking will come as a relief to both shop owners, workers, and the folks venturing downtown to enjoy them. To get an idea of how to navigate the historic downtown square, then you'll definitely want to check out this next video, which highlights the Ocala Square. If you're considering calling the Ocala area home or are already here and contemplating a move out or around the area and need a trusted real estate professional, then find my information below and reach out to discuss your situation. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with great content like this as it's released. As always, thanks for tuning in and checking out the videos. We'll catch you guys on the next.